Welcome back to My Haunted Dolls. We are here with one of my original haunted dolls, Tammy. Now, Tammy is the third haunted doll that I ever received. Oh, did you just see that flash right over here? Was that you, Tammy? I mentioned Tammy last week in my video with Andrea. They both come from St. Louis, and I don't think they knew each other in life because Tammy passed on in the early 70s while Andrea wasn't even born yet, and she passed away in 94. Both of them were very young. Tammy was only 6 years old, and it's a heartbreaking story. She and her mom were on their own, and her mom met a man who was very wonderful. He loved Tammy and he took care of her, and so he married her mom and became her stepdad. The unfortunate thing was that he had 2 teenage daughters from his previous marriage, and they did not like Tammy. Now, I was told that he bought this doll for Tammy because it looked a lot like her, sort of like Andrea's story. From what I understand, Tammy had chestnut brown hair and big blue eyes like that. And her older stepsisters did not like her. It was kind of a Cinderella story, except minus the wicked stepmother. The stepfather was a wonderful guy. But these teenage girls, they took whatever chance they could to torment Tammy, kind of bully her. And the parents didn't see it, and Tammy was scared to say anything. She was only 6 years old. A loud truck drove by out on the highway. I don't know if you heard that. But, so one night, the parents went out on a date, and they left the 2 teenagers in charge of Tammy. And that was a mistake. The teenagers went to draw a bath for Tammy at her bath time, and they decided to play a prank on her. They called it Dunk the Brat. When Tammy came in unsuspecting, they grabbed her in the bathroom and started dunking her in the bathtub full of water. They would bring her up, let her gasp for air, and then dunk her back down. But the last time they held her down too long, and when they brought her up, Tammy had drowned. She was not responding. The girls panicked. It was the early 70s. They had no cell phones. They probably didn't know what 911 was, although I'm sure that was around back then. In their immature minds, they decided, we got to clean this up. So they toweled off Tammy, put her in her pajamas, and stuck her in the bed. So when her mom got home later that night, she thought Tammy was sleeping. It wasn't until the next day when she went to wake Tammy that she realized Tammy was dead. But after that, Tammy's spirit was often heard around her prized doll, her favorite doll here. And she's most active in the bathrooms. Now, she came to live with Tammy came to live with AJ, my friend, who also had adopted Andrea. So Tammy and Andrea became very close. In fact, when I adopted Andrea, it wasn't long after that I felt the need to adopt Tammy. I felt like she was pulling me. She wanted to come join her spirit sister, so we let that happen. And the best incident I've had with Tammy was at my last house. My master bedroom had a big bathroom, a long walk-through bathroom with a double sink and a long mirror over the vanity. And I went to bed one night. Tammy's doll was in my bedroom sitting on the dresser right near the bathroom door. So that night I went to sleep, and my cat was laying next to me on the bed. She went to sleep. And I woke up around 4 o'clock the next morning. I heard a noise in the bathroom, and it was water running in the sink. So I sit up thinking my cat must have gone in there to mess around, and she might have used her paw to turn the faucet on, because it was one of those handles, those faucets with handles that stick out. You can just knock it and turn the water on. So I get up and realize my cat was laying next to me asleep. So it was not her. And I got up and went toward the bathroom, and before I could turn the light on, the water shut off. I turned the bathroom light on and saw water dripping into the sink. And something told me it was Tammy, letting me know she was there. And I said, "Was that you, Tammy?" And I turned the light off and started back to bed, and I heard the faucet cut on just for a second and turn back off. I think that was her way of letting me know that I was correct. So I'm hoping Tammy will set off these devices. We've got the cat ball and the K2 meter. So Tammy, if you want to touch this silver thing here and make it light up, those little lights down there, or you can touch the cat ball and make it light up really pretty. It's right next to your foot. Or if you want to play with a big ball, it's right there. Unfortunately, I could not get Andrea to move it last week, but maybe you can move it. Maybe the two of you can move it. I'm going to keep my eye on it. Right now I want to switch to the Ghost Tube Seer and see if Tammy wants to make a picture for me. Alright, Tammy, I have this device on. Well, I don't know if you know the word device. I have this thing in my hand. And inside this thing is a little box where you can concentrate on this thing in my hand, and you can make a picture. Oh, here it comes. What is that? Oh, it looks like a dragon. Oh, Tammy, do you like dragons? Look at that. You can see the eye on the far right side there, and it's like a long neck. Do you like dragons, Tammy? Did you have maybe a stuffed dragon when you were living in St. Louis? It's a really awesome picture. Did you do that, Tammy? I know some people might look at that and think that means something bad or negative, but not always. Sometimes dragons can be something protective, or just something, if it's a child spirit, it's something they like fantasy, or, watching fantasy movies or reading fantasy books, comic books. So, and then, there's Puff the Magic Dragon, there's Pete's Dragon. I used to love that when I was a kid, even though that came out long before I was born. Just so I'm not aging myself here. Oh, here's another picture. Tammy, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, it's Maddie. That looks like Maddie. Can you believe that? That is amazing. Oh, that is amazing, Tammy. I know you love Maddie. Tammy's doll is one of those that Maddie would love to climb up and curl up next to on the sofa. She would curl up around Tammy's feet and go to sleep. So I know Tammy loves cats. Did you have a pet cat, Tammy? Maybe you tell me the cat's name later, if you had a pet cat. Are there any other pictures you want to show me? Can you show me the house you used to live in St. Louis? Or maybe a picture of you or your mom? I heard your stepdad was a nice guy to you, if you want to show something like that. Or maybe if you had any other pets. Maybe a picture of you and Andrea. You made those 2 pictures come up pretty fast, so I gotta tell you, I'm proud of you. You did a good job, and I thank you for that. Did you have a cat that looked like Maddie? That could be it. Maybe Maddie reminds her of her own cat. Laura, is there any other picture you want to show me before we can try another fun game on here where you can speak? I'd love to hear from you. Alright, I think she's done with pictures. So let's go on. Oh, wait, here's another one. Flowers. Oh, there was something about flowers. Your mom loved flowers, didn't she? I think I mentioned that in my book. I wrote a novel called Tammy Baby. Excuse me. Here I go with my throat again. Excuse me. Goodness. I wrote a book about Tammy's story called Tammy Baby, and it's a novel, and it's mostly fiction, but it's about what Tammy went through and then how in the spirit world she takes revenge on her sisters. But I think I mentioned flowers in that book, that there was a flower garden there. I think your mom loved flowers, didn't she? Thank you so much for showing me that. I'm glad I saw it before I turned this off. I apologize for everybody having to hear me clear my throat. Alright, let's move on to the next. Alright, so right before when I turned the recording off on that app a minute ago with the seer, she showed me a picture of the moon. I'd already cut the recording off, but I think she's letting me know she likes that light-up moon. You know, was it Macy a few weeks ago who did that? Or was it, no, it was Andrea. One of them did that. But I've turned on the necrometer, and I've already got Carol, Warning, and Arm. Now, Carol, is that the name of your mother? And what does warning and arm mean? What is the warning about? Get closer here. The air conditioner just kicked on. Did something happen to your arm? I'm sure they probably hurt your arm when they were hurting you in the bathtub, didn't they? You know, another thing that Tammy's been known to do is make the cabinet doors open and close. Disagree. So that has nothing to do with the bathtub incident? Or is it the cabinet doors I was about to talk about? I have heard the doors in the old house. I heard the doors in my bathroom open and close, the doors under the vanity. I thought maybe Tammy was playing. I have not heard that here, but her doll isn't as close to the bathroom now. That doesn't mean anything. She can go where she wants to in this house. I don't believe they're stuck with or in their dolls. They can kind of come and go. They just sort of use the dolls as their anchors to come back to. It's just something they're comfortable with, I guess. So what do you disagree with? bounce. Just as she said that, I picture her bouncing on a bed. And that reminds me of the old house. My sister, one weekend I was away at a convention, and my sister would go to my house and check on my cat. And she was looking for the cat when she went over there one evening, and she turned on my bedroom light, and my bed was made up, but she could tell the way the comforter was shuffled around. It looked like somebody had been bouncing on the bed. Was that you and Andrea? She also said when she went to turn the light off, she felt a cold hand touch hers, and that scared her. I'm like, don't be afraid. They're just letting you know they're there. We had a lot of activity in that house, and we've had some here too. In fact, I want to tell this right quick. About an hour ago, I was sitting out here before I got ready for the video, and I heard crunching over there at my cat's bowl. I thought it was her till I noticed that she was here asleep on the couch. So I went over there, and it sounds just like when she eats, but there was nothing over there. James. I do have a ghost cat. I felt the cat rub up against my leg a few times when Maddie was not around. Consoling. The cat was consoling me? And who is James? Is that your stepfather? You're very talkative. I appreciate that, Tammy. Did you want to play with that cat ball or this other ball?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, go ahead. Can you make the ball move? If you need some energy, I've left the TV on, or any electronic devices you can use to get energy. I really like this. This is that camera I bought a couple of months back. I showed a short video of it, and it does really well.
Library.
Okay, that's library. Now, I took Tammy's doll to that haunted library a few years ago. Did you like it there? Did you go with me this last time in spirit when I took Anne and Alice with me? Or she could be talking about the last house we lived in. I had a library room where a bunch of the dolls were. Did you like to play in that library room? Since she's talking, I think I'm going to switch to the ghost box and see what happens. Alrighty, Tammy. I now have this ghost tube on. Oh, you playing some music? Oh, hey, Tammy. Is that you?
Lot.
So you really like that moonlight behind you, huh? I brought back this toy here with all the lights on it. I'd love to see you make them all light up. Can you come close to it and make it light up real pretty?
Hold hold on?
I'm holding on to it. Go ahead. Uh-oh, somebody's awake. Your favorite little beast is awake, Tammy. Just gotta come say it. Now, Maddie, don't mess with her, okay? She doesn't want you to knock her over. Oh, Maddie, no. I know you love her, but don't knock her over, okay? Come on. Come on, Maddie. Yeah, come on. I know. Go down there. Alrighty. There you go. Uh-oh, I think we tilted you. There we go. How are you doing, Tammy? Do you still want to play with one of these balls? The cat ball, or you can make that one roll?
For the last
I didn't quite make that out, but that was the whole sentence, wasn't it? Oh, I saw a little orb go toward the ball. I think she wants to play with it.
Capable of a
I think you're capable. Can you... Oh, look at all those balls of light.
no criminal history.
No criminal history. Whoa, look at that. Was that you, Tammy?
Lord.
Lord? Yeah, we definitely have some Jesus in this house. Oh yeah, look at that. They know it too. I pray every night over my house. Here, let me turn this off so we can see if anything lights up. Dad prays a lot, doesn't he? I pray every night for God, for Jesus and his angels to come protect us, and I thought I just saw a shadow right below me. I think it's just me.
Offer.
Offer what? Soul? Okay, I don't know who that is, but my soul belongs to Jesus. So, anything negative here, you need to go in the name of Christ. I don't offer my soul to anyone except to Jesus and God himself. But this is Tammy's time, so let's let Tammy talk. Tammy, you still here? Tammy, what would you like to say? Uh-oh. Oh, Maddie, no, stay down. Tammy, what would you like to tell us? Oh, Lord. Tell you what. Let's do this. I'm going to hold Tammy and turn this around here. Is that okay, Tammy? Oh, Maddie just turned the cat ball on. Oh, Tammy, you smell like baby powder. I've never noticed that before. You got a very beautiful doll. Does she look like you?
Success.
So what do you and Andrea like to do during the day? And Patty? Do y'all play together? I should ask about those words that came through earlier. Who is Carol? Is that your mom? And what was the warning?
After that,
You forgot. So she said, I forgot. If I heard that right. Well, that's okay, as long as everything's good. Did something happen to your arm? You mentioned arm earlier.
more than yours.
More than yours.
Calmly.
Did you want to try to play with the ball?
Muslim.
Got Maddie there blocking the... Well, no, you can play with that. Or you can roll that ball down there if you want to. Yeah?
This portion of it?
Go ahead.
Helping him.
Helping hands? Or helping him? Yeah, if anybody wants to help Tammy move that ball, go ahead.
Depression.
You can punch it, I think it said. Yeah, whatever it takes to move it.
Or an avoid.
Well, she's not moving. It's okay if I know it takes a lot of energy. Are you still happy, Tammy?
Yeah, can do.
Sorry, I'm moving this around, just trying to get it in my hand there. Anything you want to say, Tammy? Ah, Maddie's blocking out the light. It sounds like it's a sup. Like, what's up?
After third.
Alright, Maddie's out of the way. I'm gonna put you up here.
The clean.
Sorry, folks. Let's put you back here and see if you want to... Oh, I bumped that, so... I see, I set the ball off. Can you do that, Tammy? Oh, look, it's still going off. It's very pretty, isn't it, Tammy? Can you do it again?
Have you applied?
Have you applied? Have I applied what? How many other spirits are here right now?
The planet.
Tammy? Tammy, what was your mom's name? she with you too, or is she still alive?
Ability.
Ability.
They might.
They might what? Who might? Alright, Tammy, is there anything else you want to say before we end?
Pose. Ben Cole.
Ben Cole. Who is Ben Cole? The ball has not moved.
Observation.
Well, alright, Tammy, I appreciate you talking to me. If there's any spirits here who don't belong, please be sure to go back to where you came from, and all other spirits back away. I'm going to turn this off and close the door. I'm going to count down from 5, and I'm going to turn this off, okay?
She knows that.
She knows that. Okay. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Goodbye, good night, and happy hauntings.